Hi Taurus, this is Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your Tarotscope for October 2020. And I'm calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. My angels and guides are talking with your angels and guides of the highest vibrations because we don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Any cross watchers are welcome. We're getting the energy of the month for October 2020 for Taurus. What is going on, Taurus? What's going on with you this month? Woo! We're already having cards jump out onto the floor. Let's see. It looks like the Knight of Cups reversed and the Three of Pentacles. So we're going to just keep those out. And I want to keep those out together. Okay. We'll see what else is going on here. More flipping out. Okay, here we go. Okay, Taurus. The first thing, looks like there's a lot going on this month. The first thing that I'm noticing is the Five of Wands. And this is in your big picture. So on one hand, this is my card. This is like my marketing card. It's like putting your best self forward, talking yourself up, telling other people what it is that you are good at, what it is that you're like in different situations for different reasons in order to get something that you want. This is about speaking up for yourself and standing up for yourself. In another sense, this is argumentative. This is some strife. This is getting into it with somebody. So this is the big picture. So the big picture in October is talking about really having to exert some energy. Now, coming from a place of not necessarily someone giving you the recognition that you're deserving, or everybody knows you deserve a specific amount of recognition for something that you've done in a collaborative situation, and for whatever reason, that not coming to you. So you're having to stand up for yourself and bring it forward to you because the person who's supposed to be doing this isn't doing that. So yeah, and the heart of the situation is talking about some kind of wish or desire and a lot of anxiety over this particular thing. This might be some kind of job endeavor. You have a lot of wands here. And I feel like this does have to do with some kind of a project that is important to you. And there are also a lot of people involved, and or there's this whole, like, this is something that you've been doing over a period of time, that this is yours, and very possibly you're having to fight for the credit for this rather than somebody else taking the credit for it. So this looks like you've got the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and it looks like this is something that you have taken from infancy into adulthood, or you've taken it from the very beginning into how it's evolved now. And Taurus, it looks like even in the outcome here, even in the trajectory, it looks like there might be this view of you that you're doing this for yourself, that you're doing this not for the good of all, or you're not doing this for appropriate reasoning, but for like the fame of it or the glory of it or something like that. And to tell you the truth, I don't really feel like that's why you're doing this. I feel like it's because it was important to you, or this thing is important to you, but it's turning into a different way, a different, how other people are seeing this is looking different. So let me ask a little bit more about that. Um, so the advice is talking about basically acknowledging where other people have their head in the sand about this. There's some people who literally don't know how this all came about. So I feel like to eliminate the way that other people are possibly going to take this the wrong way, you just, I mean, it might be really obvious to you that they should know what's been going on because you've been working on this for a long time, Taurus, but for whatever reason, there are literally people who have their head in the sand. They just need to be educated. They just need to be told, oh, this is what's been going on. This is what I've been doing, rather than, what the hell are you talking about? This is, it's like, act like you're talking to kindergartners, or act like you are talking to somebody who's never heard of this, even though they've heard of this for like the whole time you've been doing it. It's like, use some kid gloves or something is going on there in this respect. Like, here's your higher self, and your higher self is talking about, this is the way I've been seeing it for a long time. This is what I've been doing for a long time. These are the way I've been talking about this for a long time in this very particular way to myself and to other people. But for whatever reason, they're not getting it. And so now that it's coming to this culmination, or however it has evolved at this point, you're going to have to, your higher angels and guides are saying, you're going to have to educate them like a professional here. Professional. You're going to have to talk about this without emotion and talk about this just like you are the expert, rather than and what the actual idea is behind this, why you started this in the first place, so that you're not disappointed. This is like, you're doing this to help other people. You're doing this to help other people heal in some way, or this is helpful for others, and that's the whole idea behind it. So make sure that your message is about that rather than what you have done this whole time. I mean, clearly you've done this, but putting that in there as you go, the reason why you know what you know is because this is what you did, something like that. But why you've gone on to do this. And there is some resistance to collaboration, or there is some resistance to talking about other people helping you with this, even if they have helped you, or maybe they haven't, so you're not going to include them. There's something about, like, even I appreciate the work that my team has done with me, but just making sure that you're the overseer talking about it in the way that this is yours. Why is there this competition involved? Release the idea that this, some sort of presentation or some sort of thing that you're going to have to be talking about, or defending even, is coming soon. Past, present, future. In the past, this is like something that came on really quickly. And then in the present, it's like, all of a sudden, after this long time coming, there's this presentation, or this way of you having to express what's going on here. But you've also, after all of this time, there's this calling that you have developed. You've developed, or you've understood, or you've learned about your calling. And then in the trajectory, it's like there's this fight for what this appears to be like, what you appear to be like after all of this time. So let me ask, I want to ask Lenormand about this. What is this about, Lenormand? What's the outcome about? It looks like it's about you having to defend whether or not you're working for yourself, or like working for your greatest good, or helping the good of others. So let me just ask Lenormand. Yeah, and ultimately, okay, so it is something that you need to be taking credit for, but you also need to be talking about why you're doing this, and why this is such a calling, and that you've been doing this for a long time. And this is the Sun card. This is the healing card. This is helping you heal, but it's helping others heal, the work that you've done, what you have gone through. And even happening now and into the near future is talking about a time of healing after this culmination has come to a close. I want to know about that. Yeah. Taurus, this is about literally something is coming to a culmination that is a healing thing, that you are helping other people. You're helping other people come to a certain place in life or in an achievement. You figured out how to help them or how to bring them to a place that is helpful for them. I want to know what your higher self wants to say about all of this. First of all, that you've done it a certain way. And there's, again, something about manipulation, whether you're helping other people see how they have been manipulated or how the system has been manipulative or not looking out for their best interest, or even you feel manipulated in this situation by others. Here are the birds. So others are talking about how you're manipulating the system, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's more like how you're making the system work for you, or how the system has worked for people in the past and how it can change in the future. And your higher guides and angels are talking about a whole revolutionary way to do this, a new way to do this. And I'm looking at your advice. Your advice is talking about the way things have been done in the past, and there's something that works with the way it's always been, but there's also something that doesn't work with the way it's always been. And apparently you have come up with this process of doing something in a different way. This is helping other people get their wishes after they've been, after whatever it is that they've been doing or they've been told to do hasn't worked. Okay, Taurus, I want to ask the Animal Oracle, what is it that you need to know in present time about October? This seems like quite a doozy. This seems like quite a project that is important for you, important for other people, and really getting to the crux of it this month, October. All right. You've got Crow Spirit and you've got Squirrel Spirit. So believe in yourself and co-create with Spirit. So you are onto something, Taurus, and let Spirit channel through you so that you are able to channel what you need to channel into present time, into your environment. This is about change and revolution and reevaluation. This is also about as above, so below. And this is about starting something new and helping other people reevaluate what they're doing in order to make a system better. Taurus, you've got a big job this month. So thank you so much for being here. I hope this has helped you. Actually, I want to get one more piece of advice. For some reason that's coming up. What else can you do to make this run as smoothly as possible, Taurus? What else can you do to make this run as smoothly as possible? What is it that you need to do? Here's the Five of Pentacles reversed. In your advice, this is about whether this is focusing on how people can regain their resources after they have been drained of them, or this is also for you about how can you sit back for a moment and pull your resources back to you. I even feel like before you actually present this to other people or talk about it with other people, looks like this is helping you, but it's helping others, and it's important for you to take credit for this, because if you don't, somebody else is going to. I think that is somehow the message that wants to come out, and this is for you, Taurus. So thank you. I hope this helps. Thanks for being here. I hope your October is wonderful, and I'm looking forward to your mid-month reading. Thanks, Taurus, and I'll see you soon.